Hey bio fans! Anya here from the Biography Wrap, and today we are going to explore the life of Princess Diana through the movie Spencer, directed by Pablo Larraín. So grab your seats and do watch out for spoilers. The story starts on an early morning in December, where the British royal family is preparing to spend the Christmas holidays at the Queen's Sandringham estate in Norfolk. Diana, Princess of Wales, driving around the Norfolk countryside. She continues driving further and stops on the side of the road where she meets Darren, the head chef. While talking to him, she realizes that she's in the neighborhood where she grew up. She sees a scarecrow in the field and recalls that they used to call him Birdie. She decides to enter the field, takes her father's coat, hangs on the scarecrow, and then heads back. At the palace, Diana is greeted by Major Alistair Gregory, who informs her that the Queen has arrived before her and wants her and all the others to follow the tradition of weighing themselves before the feast, to which she reluctantly agrees. The tradition requires them to gain at least 3 pounds before leaving to prove that they enjoyed Christmas. She is greeted by her 2 sons when they are all called to the dining room, where the other royal members await her. Instead of going there directly, she rushes to the restroom, throws up, and heads back. Diana talks to her maids and tells them that the pearl necklace that she is supposed to wear is the same as Prince Charles, her husband, gave to Camilla Parker Bowles, his mistress. She goes to her room and finds a book about Anne Boleyn, whose head was chopped off by the King of England, her husband, because the king met another woman and wanted this woman to be the queen. She is greeted by her friend Maggie, the royal dresser, in her room. She complains to Maggie that her dress should be black so that it fits her mood more appropriately. She then tells Maggie that she is talking to her dad's coat that she took from the scarecrow, thus confirming the rumors of her disintegration. She reminisces about Queen Victoria, who wore black for 40 years after her husband's death. She thinks that is true love. Maggie tells Diana that the royal family is getting concerned about her, to which Diana says, "Why wouldn't they be concerned? I'm half gone." Diana is distraught regarding her husband's affair with Camilla, and it shows in this scene. Darren, the head chef, tells the assistant chefs that he wants the Princess of Wales to want something. The scene shows all the royal members robotically drinking their soup. Diana, sitting at the table, has a vision of Anne Boleyn sitting, and then she sees the face of her cheating husband. She starts feeling that the pearl necklace that she was forced to wear by her husband is choking her and pulling on it, causing it to break and the pearls to fall into the soup. Instead of removing it, she eats the soup with the pearls in it, cracking one of them painfully with her teeth. Later, she runs to the restroom in pain and throws up all that she ate. When in the restroom, we see that Diana is still wearing the pearl necklace, which suggests that the earlier scene was Diana imagining ghostly and sickening things because of her terrible mental state. Diana puts the pearl necklace on the mannequin on which her father's coat is hung and heads to the kitchen. She snacks on various things where she is startled by Major Alistair. He says the royal family felt they needed extra security this year because of all the attention that Diana had attracted. He tells Diana that he saw her dress up and undress with her curtains open, which visibly upsets her. Diana tells Alistair that she feels like an insect on the dish under a microscope, and people are slowly pulling her wings and legs off one by one to see how she reacts. We see Diana anxious and angry, and in that fit, she decides to eat more. Diana decides to visit her old house in the dark of the night when 2 guards mistake her for an intruder. They clarify the misunderstanding, and she heads back to the palace. She visits her children's room, and all 3 decide to play a game where Diana is the major and the 2 boys are the soldiers. They each take turns to ask the other a question, and they have to answer honestly. William asks Diana what has happened that has made her so sad, to which she replies it's the past. Diana then asks William what his perfect Christmas would look like. He says eating with his hands, not following rules, not showing up. She also asks her children to tell her if she behaves ridiculously. Diana finds out that Major Gregory sent Maggie back to London, which upsets her. She tells the new dresser that she would like someone to talk to and leave her alone. She tells the new dresser to say to the staff that she would like Maggie or cut all of her dresses to pieces, though she later tells the dresser not to say the last part. Later, at breakfast, she asks Prince Charles how she looks, to which he responds with, "Just fine." He tells her not to regurgitate all she has eaten even before the church bells ring. She sees Camilla and Prince Charles at the church, which upsets her very much. Diana confronts Prince Charles and tells him that William didn't want to shoot just yet. She also tells him that she would like it if he didn't make William shoot real birds the next day, and that he didn't buy both of them, Camilla and herself, the same thing. Diana also highlights the injustice that the press and other people are doing by only targeting Diana and not paying heed to Prince Charles and his affair. Charles tells Diana that there has to be two of her, the real her and the one they take pictures of. They have to make their bodies do things they hate for the country and for the people's good. He also tells her that everyone hears everything. They just don't tell you what they have heard. Diana speaks to the Queen, who tells her that the only portrait they take of her that matters is the one printed on the currency. Diana heads to the kitchen to meet Darren. She asks him what happens to the pheasants that her son will shoot. He tells her that some are eaten by the royal family, some are given to the staff, some to the dogs, and the rest are thrown away. She tells Darren about Anne Boleyn, who was beheaded by King Henry, who said that she was having an affair when in fact he was the one having an affair. She tells him that she saw her ghost. Darren tells her that the royal family is gentle with her and is kind and worried about her. They want her to survive as the woman she was when she first came to the palace 10 years ago. Later, she is seen sitting and talking to a pheasant when Major Alistair calls for her. They start talking, and Alistair tells her a story of a wild horse. He then tells her that they don't have to believe in human beings, but the oath they chose. He tells her that they don't think about the people, their faults and weaknesses, but the oath they make to the royal crown when they are in war. She asks him whether he was the one who put the book on her bed as a warning, but Alistair says he has no idea what she's talking about. She walks back to her room where she is informed that the curtains have been sewn shut on the orders of Prince Charles. She wears the dress labeled Christmas Day Dinner and the same pearl necklace that she dislikes. She then tells her dresser to leave her alone as she wishes to masturbate. She also tells the dresser to tell everyone that she said that. Diana then proceeds to use the wire cutters that she took earlier from Darren and cuts open the seam of the curtains. She then uses the wire cutters on her arm and makes herself bleed. Diana then changes back into her bathrobe, rushes to William's room, and locks herself in the restroom. William tells Diana that she's being silly and that they need to sit for dinner before the Queen, with only 10 minutes left. He tells her to shut off her mind and not think about it until after dinner, for everyone's sake. We again see Diana in the restroom throwing up just before dessert. Diana hallucinates that Maggie is in the restroom with her, but instead, it is the other maid. They head back to the dining room, but Diana turns back and runs to her room halfway there. She tells the maid to tell the royals that she is not well. She continues shouting the phrase that she's not well, and we see her morph into Anne Boleyn and then back into herself. She tells the guards that she is going home. The guard tells Major Alistair what Diana said, and Alistair tells him to just let Diana be. That's all she wants. Diana heads to her old home. She enters the house and climbs up the stairs, breaking with every step of hers. She sees her old bedroom and recalls her childhood, where little Diana plays with the scarecrow. The present Diana is seen crying as she recalls the people in her earlier life. She contemplates throwing herself down the stairs when she hears the ghost of Anne Boleyn calling her name. Anne tells her that King Henry gave a miniature portrait to his mistress, which she wore around her neck, the same as what she used to wear, so she tore it off. She then tells Diana to run. Diana imagines herself wearing her wedding dress and running somewhere, then dancing in the hallways of the palace. She imagines herself in the ballet room and then playing and running around with her boys. We see her back in reality, standing at the edge of the stairs of her old home, as she breaks the pearl necklace. Diana is woken up the following day by Maggie. Diana asks her whether she is real or just another hallucination. But this time, Maggie is really there. They both go to the beachside, where Maggie tells her they want her to see a doctor since she has started self-harming again. Diana tells Maggie that Anne Boleyn saved her life last night, while Maggie tells Diana that she is in love with her in that way. Maggie tells Diana that what she truly needs is love and laughter. They laugh, take a walk, run around, and just enjoy each other's company. William is taken out to shoot the pheasants. Diana tells Maggie that she will take her to her place among the pheasants, that she loves middle class, unfashionable things, that she feels sorry for the pheasants, and that she will see her in Kensington. She enters the fields where everyone is shooting birds. On seeing Diana, everybody stops shooting. She says that she wants to take her boys home and that she's not going to move until the boys come to her. Prince Charles tells the boys to go with their mother, and all three of them run back to the palace. They all change and start heading out of the palace. Diana again measures herself with her boys on her lap on their way out. Their weights come out to be 17.5 stone, and Diana tells the guard to say to Major Alistair that that's how much she enjoyed herself. On her way out, she meets Darren and tells him that she and the boys are leaving. They all sit in the car and head out. On the way, Henry asks Diana where they are going, to which she replies home. All of them relish themselves in the car, singing and enjoying themselves freely. Diana is truly happy singing in the car with her boys, free. They stop at a KFC where Diana gives her name as Spencer. That's it from the movie Spencer. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Let me know what you think of this true story, and make sure to check out this next one.